Welcome to 5 Minute Movie Reviews, the scariest review show on YouTube. Oh man, that is never not fun to do. So what is up, everybody? Of course, welcome back to the show. This is the next episode of our Halloween-themed horror-type reviews that I'll be doing for the month of October. October's coming to a close, and I got two very special reviews for you guys. The first one is of Happy Death Day. If you couldn't tell by the mask, holy cow, guys, if you haven't seen this movie, I'm going to go ahead and spoil my thoughts on it. I think you should check it out. So, this movie came out in 2017. It was written and directed by a guy named Christopher Langdon. And if you look up his credits of movies that he's worked on, he did some of the Paranormal Activity movies, not the critically well-received ones. And he's made a lot of movies that are just meh or really cringeworthy, like Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, which nobody saw, and for good reason. That movie's horrible. So when I saw back in 2017 that he was going to be writing and directing a Blumhouse slasher comedy movie that borrows the premise from Groundhog Day, with a day repeating every time somebody gets killed. I guess the murder part's not from Groundhog Day, but you get what I'm saying. The basic day repeating premise stays the same. I was a little skeptical. I wasn't expecting much. Blumhouse, I respect them for what they do. Low-budget horror is pretty impressive, and they've made a lot of money. Jason Blum is a marketing genius, but a lot of their output nowadays is just not very good. So I was very surprised when Happy Death Day blew me away. I'm serious, guys. This movie is so funny. I would argue that it's more of a comedy movie. There are a lot of horror elements, but the comedy way outweighs the horror. It's not like Scream where they're perfectly balanced. Definitely a comedy, and you might want to know that going in, but the jokes all land. Very self-referential humor, a lot of reference humor to other horror tropes and things kind of like that you've seen before. Just very funny. All the jokes are very well written. This was Christopher Langdon's first comedy, anything that he'd written. He'd mainly just worked in horror. So the fact that the comedy was done this well, and it was all done by him, very impressive. I want to talk about Jessica Rothe for a minute, who's right behind me getting snuck up on by this baby mask that I have on. She is absolutely fantastic in the lead role as Tree, a college student who, when we first meet her, is like the worst person you can ever meet. She's so mean to everybody, very unlikable, stuck-up, snobby. And I like the fact that they take a character that's that terrible that you just hate from the beginning, and it slowly makes her likable throughout the movie. She's a great lead, a lot of charisma. This is an amazing performance by her, and I haven't seen Jessica Rothe in like anything else ever, and she's fantastic. Side note, I haven't watched the sequel to this movie, Happy Death Day to You. Tyler tells me that it's really good. I like the first one, so I'll probably like it, so I'll check it out sometime. But this movie is very good. The premise of a day repeating, there's been a lot said about that. Groundhog Day, obviously, people love that movie, and days repeating have been done all the time in different types of media, like movies and television, all kinds of stuff. I think the horror twist, the murder thing, wow, so that hasn't happened in a while. Anybody remember the New Mutants review? You guys probably don't, because that one didn't have very many views. But it's okay. That was a bad movie, and I thought that it was cursed and caused the technical difficulties. But this is a good movie, and it did it. So my Wi-Fi in here just sucks. But anyway, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, this is a neat spin on the Groundhog Day repeating day idea. I think adding horror to that and murder and everything like that, I think it puts a nice spin on a premise that we've seen before. Overall, guys, this movie's a lot of fun. Jessica Rothe is awesome. This premise is really good. It's really funny. Just a great time at the movies and a good watch this Halloween season. I'm going to give Happy Death Day an 8 out of 10. Alright, guys, one review left in my Halloween series. What's it going to be? Well, I'm not going to tell you, silly. Also, hopefully you enjoyed this mask and the fact that I wore it the entire time in the video. Yep, that's a lot of fun. So, of course, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all later. Bye.